Okay, so today we have my Lego Star Wars collection video. We have over 600 figures and close to 100 vehicles and sets. So let's start off right now with the figures. Okay, so first off we have the figures. As you can see, there's a lot of them, about 600 to be exact. So if we come over to the droids, we have approximately 34 super battle droids and 59 normal battle droids. These have all been accumulated over sets and eBay stuff like that, and a lot of these droids were just doubled by the MT2 that I purchased and the mock that we did. We needed a lot more battle droids for that. We also have 10 commando droids and 2 captain commando droids, 2 commander Geonosis droids, and 2 normal Geonosis battle droids. Then we have 3 silver assassin droids right here, 1 of the black ones, and then this is the medical droid from the Death Star. This is another medical droid from Hoth Base. The Death Star, the scary looking droid thing from the beginning of the movie of A New Hope. We have 4 mouse droids, 2 of which are the older ones and 2 of which are the newer ones. The only difference is just gray and light gray. Then we have 1 of the old commander droids, 1 of the old super security droids, 2 of the new security droids, 1 of the old pilot droids, and 4 of the new pilot droids. Then we have 1 of the black protocol droids, a red protocol droid, and 2 versions of C-3PO. Coming over here, we have the most recent version of R2-D2, 3 of the older ones, I forget from which year, and then we have 1 of the original not C-3POs, R2-D2s, which you can tell they're original if they have that little strand right there. See the difference between these guys, how it's a full print, and then this one is up on the top. And then over here we have another droid from a different set, similar to the one that the old R2-D2. They literally just, see, different color. Over here we have, what's this astromech unit from? I forget. Also, I forget that one. This is Ahsoka's astromech unit. Mace Windu's. Here we have one I threw together. I don't know if this is an actual one. This is the Y-Wing Bomber astromech unit. And over here we have just lots of Imperial ones. This one is from the Assault Carrier, I believe is what it's called, and these other ones are from various ones like the Death Star and the Star Destroyer. And then we have Chopper, BB-8, the droids from Naboo, and we have K2SO. Okay, now moving back to Rebels, we have 1 of the captain guys for the Fleet Troopers and 6 of the normal Fleet Troopers, 1 of the Snow Troopers, and then a good portion of the Endor Commandos, Rebel Commandos, and some of the Rogue One figures. Here we have just the tan dudes, some people I threw together using the Resistance Battle Pack and the Battlefront Battle Pack. Some more figures from Rogue One. Then over here we got pilots. Here we have the Rogue One pilots and the Rebels A-Wing pilot. This is a Resistance pilot, by the way. Then we have all the figures from the Rogue One movie. Those are pretty nice. Cassian Andor, stuff like that. And then here we have, what's her name? That lady from Rogue One. Sabine. Just some guy. The Admiral from Rogue One. And then a Resistance officer. Here we have from, what is it? Force Awakens. We have Force Awakens, Han, Chewbacca, Rey, and Finn. Then here we have the New Hope people. Princess Leia. This one's from a different, this one's from Empire Strikes Back. Then we got Episode 6. Old Han Solo, then 2 of the Hoth Han Solos, and then 1 of the newer Han Solos. And then if you move back to the front, I almost forgot about the people leading off the droids. We have Newt Gunray, a tactical droid, and then 2 of the nicer commando droids. This one actually, his legs are cut. If you didn't know, you can do that to get the legs to actually move is you just do a small little cut there. I didn't do it very accurately. I just was doing it as a test. And then, okay, let's move over to the clones. Leading off the clones, we have my custom commander. I really don't know his name. I made him a long time ago with Clone Army Custom stuff. And oh yeah, most of the figures here have Clone Army Customs weapons, especially the Rebels and the 212th. And then we have 2 Wolfpack troops with like capes and stuff. I use them as my guards. I don't know, they look pretty cool. And then we have a good amount of airborne troops. I believe this is 12 of the, not airborne troops, normal 212th soldiers, along with 2 of the, those guys that we made. And then over here we have 14, I believe, airborne troops, 4 of which do not have the, like, skirt things. And then we have Clone Army Customs Boyle and Waxer right here. Clone Army Customs 2 driver, AT Archie drivers, and 2 jetpack troops, along with a Commander Cody. And then, if I can get this back on, there we go. Over here we have 2 pilots. These are actually the Episode 2 ones. I just bought some of the Clone Army Customs helmets to make them Phase 2. A 501st Phase 2 pilot, 2 501st troopers, and Captain Rex. Up in here we have, what's this guy's name? He comes in that speeder set. I can't really remember the name of him. I think he's a commander, I believe. Then over here we have 2 ARF troopers, 3 of the very old first versions of clone troopers ever. These guys, pretty snazzy, which, by the way, have this little piece at the bottom of the helmet, if you didn't know. So that's pretty cool. Then we have 2 of the new Phase 2 clone troopers right here. And then we have 4 of the old Phase 2 clone troopers, 2 Star Corps troops, 1 Commander Gree Phase 1, a Phase 1 Commander Cody, 4 Bomb Squad troops, 3 Clone Gunners, and then I believe about 15, did I do that right? Relatively, let's just pretend. Actually, I think that's 13 Phase 1 clone troopers from the Clone Wars. 4, actually, are we going to make that 5? No, 4. 4, yeah. 4 of the Episode 2 Phase 1 clones. Over here, we got Commander Fox, 2 Senate Guard captains, and 4 of the Senate Guardsmen. Phase 1 not Clone Wars, Episode 2 Commander, Clone Captain, and 2 Sergeants. 3 Phase 2 Clone Gunners. Just some officers that you can that I made for like the 212th and stuff. Some Captain guy, and then 2 of the actual clone ones that are on like the Venators all the time. Then we have 6 of the Kashyyyk sniper dudes, 3 of the Kashyyyk clones, Phase 2, and the Commander Gree. Over here we got 2 ARF troopers, the red guys, 2 of the ARC troopers, and then 1 ARF trooper captain, some custom guy. 2 of the Phase 2 shock troopers, the old ones. I forget the name of this guy with the special helmets. If anyone knows, leave it in the description. I can't remember the name of him. I've been struggling with that for a while. And then over here we have the a couple pilots from Phase 2 pilots. One of the actual clone ones and one of the ones from like the ship I can't remember. And then here we have my custom commandos, just some weird guys I've had for a while. These guys, this is an old Captain Rex. I used to cut the tips off. I don't do that anymore. I wish I didn't, because then I'd have all the Phase 1 commanders besides Commander Wolf and captains, I guess. This is a commando, supposed to be a Scorch. This was supposed to be Sev. These are just from when I was little. And then at Clone Army Customs, just random figure I got in the figure roulette for $20. Pretty nice. Geonosis clones, we got 2, 4, 6, 9, 7. Ha! Nice math. 7 of these Geonosis troops, normal troops, and then we have approximately 9 of the airborne troops. Moving back here, we have Sith. We have a couple of the old Darth Vader, one with a chrome lightsaber, then 2 of the new ones that have the disconnecting helmet. 2 Emperor Palpatines, 2 Kylo Rens, Count Dooku, Savage Opress, Battle-Scarred Anakin, a Clone Wars General Grievous. I have of Episode 3 one, but I traded him a while back, or I used to have. Just some weird custom Sith guys I found. Don't even ask why there's fire coming out of them. So I don't really know why I threw them in there. I just did because they're technically Sith. Anyway, the Jedi, we got a Light Up Obi-Wan, Clone Wars Obi-Wan, Episode 3 Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, 2 Yodas, 2 of the Twi'lek Woman, Plo Koon, Kaid Dewey, Lumen something, I can't pronounce her name, 2 of them, Clone Wars in Episode 3, New Hope Obi-Wan, and then we got a ton of just Luke Skywalkers from various episodes, Clone Wars Anakin, Clone Wars Ahsoka, Barrisaughri, this guy I can never remember the name of, the 2 people from the crazy dude, this guy from Citadel. And then moving back to Star Wars Rebels, we have 2 Kanan Jarrus. This guy is the blind one, and this one is supposed to be like a Rebel Commando one. Here we have 2 Jedi from Episode 2, from the ATTE and stuff, and the Spider Droid. And then here we have 2 custom Jedi, and then just a ton more custom Jedi. And then we have Finn back here, because he doesn't really count, but he sort of does. You know, it's one of those type of scenarios. Then we got 4 of the Episode 2 droidicas, one of the older droidicas, and then a sniper droidica, the trash monster, 2 of these Hoth guys, and then back up here there is 3, and then the guy in charge. These are custom the Coruscant like workers that were in the fuel district. Here we have the Island of Misfit Toys, just a ton of just random people and just destroyed figures. A couple Chewbacca Wookiee figures over here. Some of Jar Jar's folk. 2 incomplete Darth Vaders. I always have incomplete Darth Vaders. Incomplete Jedis. A incomplete Emperor Palpatine. Anakin. A pen Darth Vader. An incomplete Sabine. This guy's not gonna stay. There we go. Then these are all the people that are drawn on. Just 5 droids, some clones. This guy doesn't, I don't know why he's here. He doesn't really fit. Just some random dude. Then over here we got 2 of those special all-white Mandalorians and 4 of the Mandalorians. I actually think that's Boba Fett. This is an older Boba Fett. Cad Bane, Luke, Finn, Tusken Raider, Maz Kanata. 2 of the gangsters from Episode 7. Resistance troop from Episode 7, Padme, pilot for the Naboo fighter, and then a pilot for the, what is it called? The Skyhopper. Now moving to the front, and this is the last section, is the Imperial Army. Leading it, we have Director Krennic, along with an Imperial combat officer. That's an actual class, you can look it up. 3 of these rebels troops that are security, and then 3 like not officers, like there's a captain, commander, and then a sergeant over there. Then we have, I believe it is 40, not including these people, it is 40 of the Star Wars Rebels people, stormtroopers. And then back we have an ATST driver, one of the combat drivers, and then 3 of the like ATDP pilots. Then we have an old AT-AT driver, a new AT-AT driver, 3 scout troopers, a scout trooper bar guy, don't even get me started, 2 over here, dirty stormtroopers, 8 jetpack stormtroopers, how many back here? There's 6 of the old stormtroopers, 5 of the new ones, and then back here we have a Scarif trooper and 2 of those pilots for the tank. Those guys are just weird commandos I threw together. 4 shock troopers. Here we have one of the old pilots, one of the, not Death Troopers, I forget the name of them, Dark Troopers, I believe. 2 of the Death Troopers, the good ones, not from battle packs. 4 from battle packs, and then here we have one of the pilots from like the T-16s, and then over here we have 3 pilots. Those are pretty nice. Here we have one of the ones from the new ship from Rogue One. 3 of the other pilots. These are actually Rebels pilots, and these are original trilogy pilots. Then we have 4 First Order snowtroopers, a couple star snowtroopers. There's a commander somewhere. I think he is right there. Yes. And then there's a gunner one. Then there's Captain Phasma, and then there's 10 of the 11 actually of the First Order stormtroopers, and one of the guys with the crazy spinny thing that somehow he beat Finn with a lightsaber. Then there's 8 of the guards, royal guards, 4 flame troopers. Back here we have one of the guys from Rogue One with the stick things, and then an old officer pilot, 2 of the First Order officers, and then another First Order officer, First Order general from the polybag, some Death Star troops, then this guy from the I believe it was Dark Trooper battle pack, Director Krennic, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Grand Moff Tarkin, another older, it's just Moff Tarkin at that point from Star Wars Rebels, the guy from the ATT, Admiral Veers, a just officer, another officer, another officer, another officer, battle officer, and then 4 of the Imperial crew. And that is all of the figures, if you can believe it. Oh, I just remembered. They're called Tauntauns. I remembered it. The guys from Hoth. There's a lot of figures in Star Wars. It takes a lot to remember all the names. I think I did pretty good. Let's move on to the vehicles now. Okay, so now we have the vehicles. We have a total of 93 vehicles and sets, which is pretty crazy. And that's not even counting all the extra stuff we left downstairs because it doesn't really fit in, like the buildings and other just stuff. And also for the minifigures, there was some other body parts and stuff, but we didn't want to get cheap like that, just add a couple more figures. Anyway, let's head over to the droids. So first off, we have 2 of the Naboo droid transports, 1 droid gunship, 3 of the Corporate Alliance tank droids. I just did 4 fingers because math. 4 of the Yupata droids, 4 of the Staps. 2 of them have the symbols. 1 is just one that I made so I could get another one for the mock as this falls off. And these are actually cheaper Staps that could have been made. As you can see right here, this doesn't actually connect to the top because we're cheap. And then this is one of the old ones. 2 spider droids, 1 new one that had Commander Fox in it. And then another one from the Geonosis one. Back there is General Grievous's speeder circle death contraption. A cannon, a droid cannon. A MTT, which I'll be doing a review on very soon. And the First Order speeder, Star Destroyer, which is one of my favorite ever ships, and my favorite ship in general in Star Wars, which I'll be doing a review on that too. And then the the Star Wars Rebels transport. Over here we have the Rogue One Scarif speeder. I forget the name of it. Here we have a TIE Advanced from from Star Wars Rebels. A First Order troop transport. This is actually Shuttle Tidarium. And then I just use this as an Imperial shuttle. You'll see that in mocks and stuff that we do in the future. Director Krennic's shuttle. An ATST, ATDP. And then down here we have the Rogue One tank. This is from the Death Star. Yes, we have a Death Star. The TIE Advanced. A First Order TIE Fighter from a polybag. And another, this is a Star Wars Rebels TIE Advanced mini one, both from polybags. Here we have 2 of the Stormtrooper battle packs. Those are the vehicles. I have literally unopened just the pieces. That was the last and the best ever battle pack in my opinion. Because if you come up to the minifigures, it contained 4 of the same figure. Which that will never ever happen again, I can guarantee you. But that was the best battle pack. It was the first and only that had 4 of the same figures for like, I got it at $10 each at the end on Amazon, which is just amazing. So for $100 I could get 40 figures. But of course I have 40 figures and I bought them all at the beginning. So not a very smart call on me. But anyway, back down to this. 2 speeders, one from Endor and then one from that Snow Trooper battle pack a while back. 2 of the Death Trooper battle pack walkers, and AT-AT. Over to the Republic, we have the ATTE. I actually had a second one of them, but I donated it to one of my friends. I not donated, I guess gave. I still sort of, like, I don't regret that, but now I go to his house and it's just laying in pieces on the floor, and it makes me cry because I want another ATTE. Anyway, back over here we have the Senate the Senate Guards cannons. One of the old cannons from the ARF Trooper battle pack. A singular one of the Episode 2 battle packs. 2 of the walkers from the Turbo Tank. Those are custom. I made them orange so that they could be with the 212th. They're nice size too. They're accurate. ATRT. See, this is where it gets funky in my opinion. I'll show you after I explain this. But anyway, this is the ATRT from the 501st set. Then one of the old Clone Battle Packs with one of these things on it. I don't even know. And then for the Geonosis Battle Pack walkers, just my little rant on the walkers. You can see this is an ATRT, that's an ATRT, and so is this. Lego, this is 3 different sizes for the same vehicle. Like, what the actual heck? Like, this is obviously not the same as that. Anyway, back here we have 2 turbo tanks, an the awkward silence. I'm just going to pretend my cameraman's trying to signal me what it is without talking. Just whisper it in my ear. Oh. Isn't it actually a PT?
ATPT, I think.
ATPT?
Yes.
That awkward moment when the guy filming talks.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Alrighty.
On to the next vehicle.
On to the next vehicle. Down here we have the Face You Captain Rex set. I forget the name of that. It was with some commando droids and stuff. Here we have 2 of the old battle pack stuff things. The very first clone battle packs. Here we have another one of the old things. You see there's this one. And then that one's over there because I forgot to put them together. 2 of those speeders that come with the captain guy I forgot from Phase 2. 3 Swamp Speeder battle packs that are actually constructed. Actually 3 of the old Republic assault tanks. Not old, these are the new ones, stupid me. A speeder from that cannon set back there that the droids have. 2 of these ones that come with the bomber, the bomb squad troop battle pack, whatever that was called. And then 2 of the old speeders that fit alongside these, which this one's missing an engine. Dun dun dun. This is an the miniature gunship. Back there, there's that vehicle, and then there's gunship, and then Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, and I think it's Taijin something's Starfighter. Here, over to the Rebel section, we have a Y-Wing, an A-Wing, a U-Wing, but not an X-Wing. Or actually, I guess this is a miniature X-Wing, so there's your X-Wing. A Rey's little speeder, a speeder from the Battlefront battle packs, Snow Speeder, a Resistance Speeder, one of the old Fleet Trooper, they're called Fleet Troopers, they were just called Rebel Battle Pack, but those guys are Fleet Troopers with the helmet. One of the droid shuttles that the Rebels utilize in Star Wars Rebels, a Naboo fighter, a T-16 Skyhopper, the Ghost, and finally, the Millennium Falcon. But we're not going to stop now. If you get up over here through this door.
I don't want to walk.
You don't want to walk? I'm sorry. We have the whole editing thing. This is the secret area. Over here, past all the family photos we won't look at, we have the Death Star. This is pretty nice. I should do a review on that too. This is the second one. This is not the new one that's horrible or the old one that was fun. Anyway, back in here, we also, I forgot to mention, I have some of those the buildable not buildable figures. Those things are weird. The planet series stuff, you know, with the planets. But yeah, I don't have them set up here. Anyway, that's that. So thank you for joining me on this fun experience where my cameraman talked. He will be getting the knife for that. 1,000 years in the mine.
Hopefully it's a Lego knife.
Okay. Anyway, that's that. I have a lot more Lego sets. As you can see, these pieces back here are all the pieces from the mock that we took apart a while ago, and those are a lot of bricks. A container for every type of brick. So that's pretty crazy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll be doing reviews shortly around the corner, and yeah. So thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.